Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. This is BT Plays here, and today we are going to just be testing out a couple of these new community races and show some love to the community. But before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, as it does help out the channel. But let's get into the first race we have here, which is called Fast. And can we pick any vehicle? I think we can. It is a hypercar event. We're going to go with, yeah, sure, the MC20, a random vehicle that I have barely used in this game. We'll use the MC20, and I think this event is around a circuit, so we'll see how this event looks and feels compared to the original event in this game. Okay, there's a lot of checkpoints. Wow. I think this is, yeah, literally just one lap of a circuit. Wrong way. How? Yeah, just one lap of a circuit, but I mean, at least you get to test the speed of the vehicle. I think this is definitely the person's first event, and I mean it's an easy event, very easy event. You can obviously see leaderboards as well, so you can see who's completed it the fastest. Definitely wasn't the fastest here, but I mean I mean, what can I say about that event? It was just around a circuit, but without, obviously, if I did that in free roam, I wouldn't be getting 3,000 crew bucks from that event. And yes, if you were wondering, you do get paid for these events as well. I'm not sure how it calculates the pay of these events. Like this event will increase exposure. I'll say yes. I'll be nice. I'll say yes to these events, unless they're really, really bad. But for now, that event, yeah, that event was alright. Not the greatest, but it was alright. But we have played fast. Now it is on to my superb path. And this one is a little bit longer at 3.1 miles. And it looks like it is in LA. We'll do, I think, 4 or 5 of these events and see how well they actually are. And this one is a street racing event. We'll just pick a random street racing vehicle that we never use. Don't even know what vehicle that was. I have no clue. But yeah, in the last video I did try and create an event, and I can't really say anything about these events being bad because that event was not great at all. It is very, very hard, especially your first time creating a good event. So if I do find a proper good event, then they have put time and effort into creating a good event, and that's what it takes, time and effort. Maybe we're being too harsh on Ivory Tower, because they did put a lot of time and effort into their events to make them good, because yeah, it takes quite a long time. But this has only been up for less than a day, this race creator, so all of these races are very, very new. But this event so far is actually okay. I was not paying attention there, but no, this event is you never go down them roads down by Santa Monica, so that's always nice. You know, exploring the map, because races, you know, you obviously want to race and be competitive. And the one thing I do notice about these events as well is there's no AI or ghost or anything. Maybe if you complete it again, there may be a ghost. I will have to check that. But there is no AI. That is a very, very sharp turn. Wow. Yeah. There is no ghost, but they do pay, so that is good. But like I was saying, this thing has only been out for less than a day, so you can't really complain and say there isn't many good events out at the minute, because people are still learning the process, and you do get parts as well. You do actually get parts and get paid and followers. So maybe if there is some good events that actually pay well, maybe it could be the new best thing to make money. Who knows? But let's get on to our third event. That event was actually very good. I do like that event. This one is called Long Island Speedrome Rush. Again, I think it's like the first one. Probably just a circuit. But we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go and we'll see what is going on. Again, a random car. We'll pick the Zonda R because we haven't used the Zonda R in ages. But if you do want to see a series of me testing out some of the best events of the week or some of the worst events or even your own events as well, leave a comment down below and like the video as well. Now let's have a look at what this one is. But yeah, I do like the fact that you can pretty much make an event wherever you want now. So you can explore the areas where not many people have been to before, because obviously everyone's done the same events in LA and New York and Miami. But you know, that the smaller towns, maybe some people have forgotten they've existed, like Amarillo, I think it exists in this game, I'm not sure. But there's barely any events that go to all the smaller towns and villages, not villages, but you know, like the smaller places on the map that no one ever goes to. So hopefully there is some of them events being made. I could make them myself, but I can't be bothered, and I'm not very good at making events like this. So I've never been good at making anything like this. So hats off to anyone that does make something really, really good. And I know there will be someone that makes something really good as well. There we go. That is the third event done now. Third event done. We are making a little bit of money as well. 4,500 for that. To be fair, the pay isn't too bad for how long you spend on one event. I think obviously if you do a longer event, you're obviously going to get more money. And again, I don't know how it's calculated, but it must be calculated pretty well. And one thing I did notice as well is if you go to the map, they are sometimes on the map, these new events. As you can see here, we have 2 community races down by the Little Eagle Speedrome. We have the fast one, what we just did, and 1 Sublime Path as well. And if you look anywhere on the map, they are just popping up. Like, let's go down to Miami, and you can see one just next to our house. One amazing event just here, and then another one, the Sublime Path as well. Yeah, the names, you can't actually add your own name. I think probably to save themselves. So you can't add your own name. You have to go off of basic words that they have in game. So much of the events will probably be called the same thing, and it'll probably be hard to actually vary between them. But I think this could be our last event that we test out today. I'm just, you know, testing them out to see if they do have a potential, and yeah, I think they do have a potential. Right, my camera cut out. Anyway, we're back on this event, and like I said, this might be the last event that we do. But yeah, I think the past events that we did do and we did test out, there were more people trying to get familiar with how the creator mode works for the races, because it is easy, but it's not overly easy, because you have to drive to put the checkpoints down. If you had to just place them down on the map, I think it would be a little bit easier, like the ones on GTA. That'd be, I think, a little bit easier than driving. But I think, yeah, the first few events were just people trying to get familiar with how it works. And you know, it's the first day, I can't blame them. But we'll see if this event is a little bit more advanced for its time. But it is a hypercar event, so possibly when testing out new hypercar vehicles, we do have new events as well, because we are desperate for new events everywhere, to be fair, not only in hypercar but street racing, rallycross, literally everything. Hypercar, touring car, Alpha GP, every discipline needs new races and new events. So I think Ubisoft bringing out this race creator thing is very good to help the game live on until the Crew Motorfest comes out. And who knows, maybe they will implement it in the Crew Motorfest as well, because I want to know how big the map will be for that game, because this map is massive. And I don't think the Crew 2, Ivory Tower and Ubisoft can really step down and make a very small map because the fans just wouldn't be happy. So I think the map of Hawaii still needs to be very big. I don't think 1-to-1 scale because that's too big, but it still has to be a very big map size and have some of the key locations and key areas of the island on the map, and possibly, you know, like other smaller islands that you can visit with your boat or planes as well, because possibly they may bring back the boats and the aircraft. But yeah, I don't think they can really create a smaller map because the fans just wouldn't be happy, and rightfully so, because we've had the whole of the US twice now. So it definitely needs to be a big map. And we'll see if they do implement this race creator into it as well, because I think 5 years is too long of a wait for this. We definitely needed it sooner. 100% we needed it sooner. But we got it now, and we've got it until September time when the Crew Motorfest does come out. But yeah, this thing does have potential. Enough of me rambling on. 11,000 for that race for 2 minutes. Not great. Definitely the OG events do pay more, but you know, you are playing a new event at the end of the day. If you don't care about money, then I mean, you can test out all these events as much as you want. But yeah, these events definitely do have potential, and maybe within the next couple days or so they will be very good, the events. And obviously I will go back to them in a week or so as well. But if you do want me to turn this into a series, testing out the best, the worst, or your events as well, comment them down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video.